What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. A lot of y'all know that before Norbs was removed from the URL, he used to be the fall guy in which they would use to do all his dirty work, all their dirty work. And if anything actually went wrong, he took the blame, or he got the blame, and he willingly accepted that position as being one of the owners of the URL. A lot of y'all may not be aware that it was Norbs who actually brought P on board, who is now in position of what Norbs used to be, minus the title of being co-owner. It was also allegedly P who was also responsible for the initiation and behind the scenes removal of Norbs from the URL. Allegedly. This is what reliable sources are saying. And he backstabbed Norbs. And as a result of backstabbing Norbs for his position, Norbs was then removed from the URL. As a result of this, P then takes full control over the PGs completely. Because remember, him and Norbs had this thing where they had the PGs, because that's where they'll be making their money off of, the PG. Smacking them handled the top tiers and mid tiers and legends, and the PGs were entrusted to Norbs and P, and they would use the PGs to align their pockets and how they made the majority of their money when it came to battle rap. As all the controversy is surrounding battle rap, with the easy to block card, with Charlie Clips versus Rosenburg Raw, and he texts ARP the screenshots of Rosenburg Raw allegedly plotting against him and pouring shade to actually get in good grace with URL. A lot of people were speculating where all this was coming from. And come to find out what's being said that's vastly scratching the surface is that no other than P allegedly may be responsible. Okay, so let's get off into this. During the Rosenburg Raw versus Charlie Clips battle, whoever Rosenburg Raw was in communication with dropped a dime on him. Well, we know that Charlie Clips didn't get those screenshots from Rosenburg Raw, so he had to get it from somebody who Rosenburg Raw was in communication with, that Rosenburg Raw text and gave the messages to, which should let Rosenburg Raw know who that person was, since he sent it personally to them in some type of via or social media text messaging conversation. So he should know exactly what Charlie Clips got it from based upon who he was talking to, because I'm pretty sure he wasn't talking to 3-4 different dudes texting them the same thing in some type of group text. So this had to be a personal, one-on-one conversation by which they were communicating that he felt necessary, allegedly, to text on about ARP. So how did Charlie Clips get it? Charlie Clips had to get it from the one whom he was talking to. Rosenburg Raw let it be known that he was offered a URL contract deal of 2 years. If not the 2 years, the 12 months. If not the 12 months, 3 months. So he had the choice of the 3 by which he wanted to agree. We know that Smack don't deal with PGs, neither him or Beasley. The only culprit who he could have been in communication with of a such thing is no other than P. It's no other than P. Because remember, even if Rosenberg signed, he don't sign as a top tier and mid tier. He signed as a person who got to work his way up into the ranks. That's mandatory. Same thing that was so-called allegedly offered to A Ward. You have to go through some type of crucible proving ground, no matter who you are, according to them. So with that being said, what ends up happening? What ends up happening is, because Rosenburg Raw, according to Rosenburg Raw, he denied the offerings. That's what he's saying. Maybe that's a reason why P didn't care, allegedly, to share the private text messages between him and Rosenburg Raw with no other than Charlie Clips. I mean, hey, you denied the offer, so hey, we done here. As a result of being done here, let me set fire to your backyard, which was Rare Breed Entertainment. Going back again. So Clips get it allegedly from P, and P give it to Clips, and Clips send it to ARP. See that? And it's sort of like a URL tactic to now cause strife and tension between Rare Breed Entertainment to make Rosenburg Raw lean more towards accepting the URL offer. A strategic tactic. Knowing that now I got your boss going to be looking at you funny to the point that you have to get out of his presence because he know what you tried to do behind the scenes. Then we get Easy to Block Captain. Drop his in the trenches card. On the card is URL battle rappers. For the most part, these battle rappers that's on the card are guys who P is actually heavily involved with. Swamp, Holmesy, Prep, True Foe. Oh yeah, you got a problem. That's his field. And as a result of that, you already know that the URL have no intentions whatsoever in seeing you successful in any type of way, because right now you are the walking model of the consequences that happens when you go against us. So your chance of having success, if they have anything to do with it, will be zero. So what happens now? This is what they do by their experience. See, they're more seasoned than you. While you happy-go-lucky, believing like, oh man, you finna get this money, you finna make this work, you the truth, you the energy, yeah, my car's finna go down, I done lined myself up with the right guys. Right, but in all business, when you believe in lining yourself up with these guys, ain't nothing wrong with that, because that's real to do. The merchandise, the quality of the merchandise that you need to move in order to be successful in gaining clientele, just like the dope game. You got product, but is it a good product? Yes and no. The product is fair, but you know them boys around the corner got that fire. And when it comes to us wanting to get high off the good stuff for the same buck, guess what? We're going to go holler at them boys around the corner, even if we got to walk an extra block or two. So how do you compete with that? You compete with that, again, by doing less and giving them the best. I'm the best, and you can have me for less. But for the most part, you got your own wave, your own fan base. You're looking into too many things, like I told you before. So what P tried to do is sabotage you, knowing you not knowledgeable of that. You paying attention to everything else without focusing on what's really the big deal. You the big deal. And if they can get your mind off not focusing on you to see your worth and value, and while you wrestling and fighting against things that has no relevance whatsoever, what's happening is you getting frustrated because you're not seeing the big deal. You are the big deal. It don't matter who they take. They can't take you. See that? That's why I say you left at a good time. You left at a time where you still on fire. You have to be very selective of who you choose to battle. You have to be very careful of where you go. So what Pete and them try to do? Well, we gonna sabotage his event. I'ma play it so cold, it's gonna make him look a fool. It's gonna back him against the wall. We gonna strip him at the last minute, and he's going to be called a thief. Remember that, him a thief? You know how you be calling yourself him a thief? You're going to be titled as him a thief, because you're not going to want to pay back the pay-per-view money that the people was getting as a result of these battles not going down, even though you're the one who they paying for to see anyway, or the people in the venue. So that's why this how you get them back. You can have them niggas. They gonna give me back my money I paid them, or we paid them. Give me back my deposit. In fact, y'all just taught me the game in a better way. Now I get the game even in a better way. I didn't know I could actually sell out a venue myself. Yeah, you can. Cause this battle rap. The people who coming to see you is already knowledgeable of battle rap. It ain't like you trying to sell a ticket to people who don't know about the sport that you in. The people who coming to see you in these venues are battle rap lovers. And people in battle rap know that you the best dude in battle rap. So they have no power over you. They allow you to think that because you trying to build up an alliance and using other battle rappers to make you feel like you have a better chance of success with the assistance of them, and you don't. Nobody cares. The people who coming to see you is coming to see the main event. So P is behind the scene, using the battle rappers also to sabotage your event. Because let's just be honest. You have no say-so and no power over them battle rappers. They not finna risk URL for you. They not finna do that, bro. I'm sorry. They not finna ruin and risk their relationships over you. But what the URL gonna do is play them to destroy you. And that's why you have to be smart and reverse it. Less is best. Less is best. You and Reed Dollars main event, $20. Ain't nothing they can do. And guess what? You're going to make a whole lot of money. You're going to make a whole lot of money. Okay? As if you would have if you charged for it. You're going to make a lot because it's less. Less is always best. That's why the Birdman them get so rich on the streets when they selling that dope. The bag man selling bags, I'm selling bricks. It's going to take you 2 weeks to get off what I make off one brick in a day. So it takes you 2-3 weeks. Well, it takes you longer than that to get up to that. But I'm talking about, but what you hustling and breaking down in bags, I sell what your work of what you accumulate in 2 weeks, I get rid of in 1 day. I get rid of in 1 day. You do more, I do less, and I'm more effective. My every flip is more than what you cop. This ain't no different. All you do is turn the drug game into the hustling game and make it legal business. I'm a legal baller. Hustle, mama, beat these streets. Won't lock me or murder me now. If I get away, live another day, maybe I won't lead them this way. Who could say what it takes? We ride anyway. I'm telling you what's real. But yet P allegedly is the one that's doing the dirty work on Beasley command to destroy you, to make an example out of you. All the battle rappers' eyes is on you, on how far they can go successfully breaking away from the machine. Your success will give them courage, or your failure will put them in a position of submission. they're going to work against you on every angle because everybody looking to you right now. But I'm telling you how this works. And P, and what I'm hearing is allegedly behind the scenes letting them know not to do your card. If they do your card, they're not going to be happy with them. They will risk being suspended. And it shows that they disloyal because y'all know what he did. And the way they mapping it out now, they painting it like he didn't just do this to us, he did this to y'all too. So they trying to use the battle rappers against them too. But again, he got to know his worth. He got to know his value. With that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's some question, it's yours. P strikes again. P strikes again. Some dirty tactics, my brother. But the ball is still in Easy's hand. He just have to know what to do with it. That's all.